dentist, but I can't because that might cause trouble with my back. So no dental work, no tattoos, no nothing.
Last week or so.
Well, I was
not really pain, but it's just kind of, it's just had a discomfort in the middle of my back.
Well, I've been doing things in my backside. Okay, I'll listen.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that myself too.
The other day when I was dragging that plywood around and cutting it and stuff, I think it might have made it grumpy.
Well, I've been told to get those. I've been told to pick those soup things up last night.
I wish she was looking a little more when she's walking.
I bent over to pick that soup up, and my knee and my back said, "Nope."
Yeah.
And my arm, when I did pick it up, my arm went, "Put it down, you fool."
Well, I put it in plastic bags.
Well, Mom put it in the box.
Well, I took them out of the. I took it out because I didn't want to lift that much weight. I got it all to the bedroom and restacked and everything. It's fine. A lot of soup in there now. There was rotated some around. Still lots of noodles back there too. A couple cans of peas and
all that stuff. I don't know how old that stuff is.
Well, it's still usable. It's in a can. Cans usually are good for years.
Yeah. Just you never know the way things are going in the world.
Well,
if nothing else happens,
we can still use it.
We have stuff for mixing.
Well, and it's good stuff just the way it is. A can of that can get you going when you're not feeling too good. Yeah, nice to change what's going on.
So it's after 10:30. So.
Yeah, it's the way it is, Jeff. I fell asleep with Mom while we were pumping, and then usually with a combination,
it's fine.
The combination of the blood pressure pill and the pain pill will put me to sleep sometimes.
I'm aware of that.
And
I actually forced myself to sleep last night, which was weird. So I'm like awake now.
Yeah. Well, we slept pretty good. The Vikings had managed to pull out another win. So.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Did you see that one game? I don't know if it was a Vikings game or it was the other one where the referee was running up the field, and maybe it was the Vikings. I don't know. It was the ones against the Commanders.
Yep.
And the ref was running up the field, and the ref didn't know that one of the wide receivers was ready to take the interception or something. And like they collided.
Yeah.
At first, from the one angle, it looked like the damn ref was interfering with the pass. And then you look at the other angle, and it was like, oh, they literally just collided with each other.
Well, you're both running different. One's trying to catch up, to watch, and be out of the way, and the other one's coming on a different angle.
I do not know how a flag was not thrown on that play.
Well, you're gonna
ref interference. Interference, I think.
Well, what do you do? How do you penalize on that?
You penalize the ref, I think.
Yeah, well, what's that do? You got to back up 10 yards or something?
Replay the play, maybe.
Yeah, replay the play. Yeah, that would be
pass interference on the ref.
Yeah, but you're not going to get any advancement of the ball. He is out of the game. Well, then what do you do?
Bring somebody else in. I'm sure they get extra.
No. Refs do a good job. They got to be in really good shape. They don't get to go sit on the bench.
No.
They're playing every play.
Pretty much.
You got to have some warm somehow.
It isn't warm.
Well, the engine's above cold. A little bit, so should start getting some heat pretty soon.
Gas came back down at least. Diesel one came down.
Depends on what part of town.
Yeah, that one's only 5 gallons.
But if you go somewhere else,
yeah, maybe above. Yeah,
it's 540 or something like that.
Yeah,
might depend what the shipment costs.
Gasoline price wars.
Not right now. No. As soon as the election's over,
oh God, it's gonna shoot up.
Whatever that lead time is. For
it's gonna shoot up.
It's gonna go up, and that's exactly what. Then they can call them out and say, "You destroyed national security to try to win votes."
Well, I'm not quite sure about that one now, about the strategic reserve, because that may not be the what they're telling us about them keeping the prices low with the diesel infusion. May not be the diesel to the actual coast. It might be the they might be sending the diesel to the military.
Well, that could be.
Think about that for a second. Instead of the military,
here's what happened.
Instead of the military taking domestic supply for stuff, the strategic reserve, new drawdowns might be for the military.
When I was
the war
in 73, after I was on my way out of Germany right before the 73 Arab-Israeli war hit. It hit while I was on leave. Dad and I were up in the mountains. Okay.
Do you know that all the B-52s have been deployed from Minot?
No, I didn't know that. There's all kinds of rumors floating around. Anyhow, what I was going to say, what I did know was, I was home in California with my dad hunting in the mountains, and we didn't get anything, and that's fine, because it would have been more hassle if we did. But we had fun together, and we came back. My mom said they're looking for people. The PD came and got guys and picked them up from their house and put them on the ship, because the ships were leaving that quick. And the rumors we heard was that the alert force had went airborne and heading towards Russia and its orbits, which they hadn't done in years. They were airborne. Every plane that could fly and every plane that couldn't fly was made to fly. Whatever it needed, it got, or whatever. And they threw out the rules, and they loaded every bird as hot and heavy as they could, and deployed most of them.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yes. No, this is 73. 73. Mass loaded everything and sent the alert boards north. Now, I missed a lot of it because I was on leave. Because Germany knew I got out before the war kicked off, so they weren't looking for me to come back, or I would have never left Europe. And Alaska assumed I wasn't coming because everything was shut. Everything was ready for war.
Well, the president
but what they did, but you got to get a hold of everybody. Who's hanging by their phone while they're on leave? Back then,
it might be the mountains. You never even know about.
We didn't have a phone.
Oh yeah.
The only phone we had was bolted to the wall back in San Diego.
Back then, unless you had a radio, you didn't even know what was going on in the world.
And we weren't listening to the radio. We were up in the mountains. Okay. So we came back, and I said, well, I got to leave in a couple days anyhow, so I don't see a big deal about it. My dad said, well, where are you going to report? I said, if I'm going to report, let's go back to that radar station up in the mountains. I'll report to the Air Force, not the Marines or the Army.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go down to the Navy and say, hey, I'm reporting in as an Air Force resource. They're going to go, really? Right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to go to the nearest base. In my case, I said, I'll pay you, Dad, to drive me back up in the mountains and drop me off at the 7th at the radar site where they can actually use me. I just came from a radar site, so I'm going to know the game. And they can check my clearance and put me back on the post, But I'm not going down there and reporting in with the Marines. Not going to, no.
They'll hand you uniforms, so you put it on, go.
But where are they going to put me?
They'll find somebody.
Yeah.
Find somebody.
I'm just saying, what are you going to do?
There's an empty uniform, just don't tell anybody.
Yeah, no, just. But when I got to Clear, they brought in a mile-long train of coal.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
They brought in another huge train, well, not a mile, but a huge train full of coal. They brought in a huge train full of vehicle gasoline and diesel and heating oil and everything you could think of. They brought it in and filled up. We had all these tracks in Clear, and they filled them all up. And there was no such thing as a shortage on the base. They were showing
a guy the other day who was down in Texas. He says they had a 300-car train. It was just full of coal.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Coal works.
Yeah.
We got lots of coal. We've cleaned up coal. Why not use it? The idiots just turned it.
Oh, this is so bad.
No, that's why you stay warm.
Chinese are building coal plants all over the place.
Everybody with the brain is going to go back to coal.
Oh, yes.
got it. It worked. She cleaned it up. It's just fine. But why they gotta be so stupid? I have no idea.
Probably because UN's climate, whatever thing.
The thing is, she's also qualified on the other positions within the group.
That's good.
So she's
She
got.
could move into a position. She could move in.
Well, she can sit there forever, and then she can retire like at 20 years instead of waiting until she's 60 to get the pension. Since all this time is going to be active duty time, not guard time, and she's been doing guard on top of active duty, so her points are going to be like.
Yep.
And that's where the promotions are going to be at. But more important than the promotion is the full-time position.
Yes.
She's going to get a promotion on top of that.
Well, that'll help.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's good.
She's a hard-working lady.
Glad she got that.
Yep. Yep. So, superb deal. Glad to see that she got it. It smoked everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of locked the doors because when I was walking out here,
that guy was.
No, it wasn't that guy, but it was when I unlocked the doors and I was starting to get in. There were two guys that were walking nearby, and it's like the moment I opened the doors, they started to skip closer to me, and I was like, lock.
Mm-hmm.
I almost think they almost saw when the lock went down, because they kind of slightly changed to their. I don't know if they were coming over to me, but wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah. Tell the phone to print that to the printer. Basically, it with the exception of a couple positions, it tells you Republican, Democrat. So
yeah, I guess depends on how many people are there tomorrow to bend the vote.
Well, we're gonna go.
If it's packed as like sardines, and
yeah, well,
it'll be another like 2018 thing.
Well, hopefully not, because we can go to the Mesa or to the All Seasons Arena, and that makes more sense to use those facilities.
Mesa would be better in my opinion.
I like Mesa just fine.
And outdone.
Yeah.
Mail and ballot would have been preferable, but.
Well, yes and no. But the trouble with that is, a lot of times you don't find anything out till the day before the election. All of a sudden the paper decides to run stuff. You know, it really makes me mad, the paper in the last few years.
Lines, don't worry about it.
Huh?
Book down pretty lines, don't worry about it.
Well, that's what I'm going to probably end up doing on most of the positions, but on the others I'm a little off on.
We will make the determination when we see the ballot. Due to you too.
Well, that's always.
We'll make a determination when I see the ballot.
That's always the last final check.
I have a few thoughts in my head. Just a few.
Well, just saying that yes, you may decide to change your mind 3 times while you're in there. So
it's definitely possible. But by golly, I want the Kenmare News. Because we can't get the Minot Daily News half the damn time anyhow.
Well, and it hasn't had anything in there
on anything.
Yeah, it's been pretty sorry. It used to be they did a better job.
Yeah.
We'll see if it's in today's paper or not.
If we get it.
If we get the paper today, yeah. But I've got to go pick up some pills.
Lovely.
One of them had to be renewed.
Well, that's fine.
Figured I better do that wait till the last minute, which is probably not a good idea. That's whether the doctor's working today or not. A little bit brisk with the temperature.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
The wind knows what the real problem is.
Yeah, no kidding.
Temperature's fine, it's the wind.
Well, yeah. Well, it says it's 21 on
Yeah, probably.
it. As long as you're not out there for any length of time.
20 mile an hour wind or so. Right?
get snow.
Well, the snow blower's ready, but I
don't really want to start walking on.
Well, I'm gonna chase the apples off the sidewalk, so
I don't really want to walk on ice.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm
gonna chase the apples off.
I mean, if we get a dusting, fine, but that's all we've kind of already gotten. So
my back wasn't feeling very good, or I would have done that yesterday. Spent most of the day in bed, anyways.
That's the place, man. Buy your stuff right there, especially if you have diesel.
Yeah.
Oh, cry every other time.
Yeah.
Cry every other place you go.
Well, $4.99.
Well, yeah, right there, yeah.
But that's better than before. It was $5.60 or something.
Yeah, just the other day. Yeah. And it's down to $3.69 and $3.75 like it was over at Sonex. That's what to see. It's either inflammation or or if it's something else on my right side of my knee. Everybody said everything I read says it's knee bursitis, which is basically inflammation sac or fluid.
Yeah. How long does it take to make that happen?
Well, they said anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks is when it's supposed to be, but you're supposed to not put weight on it. You're supposed to use ice packs and elevate your leg, and then it will kind of drain or something.
It's like when I have water in the knee.
Yeah, it's basically water in the knee.
Yeah, I had that, and I had to elevate my leg.
I don't have the. Now maybe it's just farther. Maybe it's just in my knee more, because when you look up water on the knee on any of the YouTube videos, this thing's got a really huge huge amount of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like you can see it's a ball or something on your knee or something.
Yeah, I had it.
And then if it's really bad, they aspirate it and take out the fluids and stuff. I don't even feel that really.
I had mine elevated for a couple of weeks. I sleep on the couch with my leg up on the side of the couch.
I've been taking it. Sometimes when I take the anti-inflammatory stuff, after a while, it doesn't hurt for a day or two, but then it's like I stop taking it and man, it's right back to being painful again. I'm like, I don't understand that. Maybe it's something else, but it's just, where it used to be my whole knee, from the entire side, from the ball or the kneecap area, all the way around, used to hurt when the weather changed. Now it is just this side, just this part, just this right side, only hurts.
Okay.
Maybe the rest of it does hurt. It's just this knee's. Well, this has gotten so much more pain in it right now.
It's hard to know sometimes.
Than other, but when I bend my leg, when it really hurts like that, and you hear
5.11 here for diesel.
Yeah. When I bend my knee, I can feel like it almost like it cracks a little. Not like bone cracking, but it almost like a suctional effect.
5.11 there.
Yeah.
On this side of the sign.
Yeah, on this side.
With the other side, it's got the higher price.
Wait, it changes again.
Well, it did the other day.
Yeah, it did. 5.11, 3.69. 3.75.
Yeah.
I think there's something wrong with that side.
Yeah.
That one's maybe that's what it didn't change. It's just that side was broke or something.
Oh no.